ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। विद्यानामनरस्य रूपमधिकं प्रच्छन्नगुप्तं धनं विद्या भोगकरी यशस्सुखकरी विद्या गुरूणां गुरुः विद्या बन्धुजनो विदेशगमने विद्या परा देवता विद्या राजसुपूजिता न तु धनं विद्या विहीनः पशुः। स्वागतं नमस्कारः। किं कृतं गतकक्षायां त्रयोविंशः श्लोकः पठितः, तत्सम्बन्धी अभ्यासः न प्रारब्धः, परन्तु भावार्थः समाप्तः आसीत्। निदर्शनं तत्पूर्वं न किमपि तत्र 160. Yeah, in the previous class I just read out the kosha as usual. Dakshine dakshate daksha vruddhau shigrarthe, to grow, to satisfy. Saralaha sarati srugatau. So these two are there, and one more udaraha udaryate ru gati prapnayo, to go, to get. So these three refer to the now regarding the other one, what is given? 150, 60. Refer to the note already given. Shatyam is already given. Yes. Refer to the notes of page number 152 under Gnati. For Gnati Srinivas.
Yeah.
No. Shatyam. But why I have given this here? Anyway. Shataha, shatati iti shataha, shatak kaitave, to do deceive and to hurt. Nikrutaha, nikruntati, kruti chedane, to cut, to divide. Meanings have explained already. Anrujuhu, ruju viruddhaha, na rujuhu, anrujuhu, nahi tat purusha. Daya, shatyam, shauryam. These are all given arjavam, ruju. So daya is dayante, rakshyanti, anaya iti daya. De rakshane, to protect. Protected because of this. Krupa is also the same way. Krupayante anaya iti krupa. Krupa krupayam, to pity, lament. Anukampa, anukampate anayeti. All are derived in the same way. So this is the note regarding the 160 page. Now we go to Nidarshanam. Vyakarnamshaha tatra आदौ संधि एक एव संधि मान उन्नतिः मानोन्नतिः गुणसंधि. अच्छा, संधि छेदः कृतः अत्र. समासद्वयं मानोन्नतिं,
मानस्य उन्नतिः मानोन्नतिः षष्ठीतत्पुरुष तां मानोन्नतिं.
सत्संगतिः
सतां संगतिः सत्संगतिः
षष्ठीतत्पुरुष. समासद्वयं समाप्तं कृदन्तत्रयम्. उन्नतिः उदिति उपसर्ग नमिति धातु तिन्. कीर्तिः कृत् संगतिः सं गम तिन् संगतिः. तद्धितान्तः एक एव, एकं पदमस्ति. जाड्यं जड इति धातु जड. भावे in impersonal जडस्य भावः जाड्यं. शै. So I wanted to say something in the previous class. What is punya and what is papa? One sloka from Vyasa. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachanadvayam Paropakaraha Punyaya. It is something like putting in nutshell, we say. Putting it in a nutshell. What is punya, what is papa? Much can be said to describe these things, but this sloka comes very handy to delineate, to describe what's in brief. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachanadvayam. Vyasa only said, he wrote so many Puranas, 18 Puranas, and he said very briefly 2 words. Paropakaraha, do good to others, punyaya, it amounts to punya. It brings merit. Papaya, you want papa, choice is yours. Choice is always the doer. Papaya parapidanam, paresham pidanam. So if you harass others, trouble others, squeeze others, pain others, that is papa. So this makes very clear as to what is punya and what is papa. So that, having said that, chandas is, the chandas here is not printed in the book. It is Vasanta Tilaka. So Vasanta Tilaka, Ukta Vasanta Tilaka, Tabhaja Jagaugaha. It is already given on page 126. So please refer to page 126 for Vasanta Tilaka definition. Ukta Vasanta Tilaka, Tabhaja Jagaugaha. So that is it. Somehow printing is elapsed here. Lakshana is not printed. Chandas. Now we go over to Kosha Sridvas. Dhihi buddhir manisha dhishana dhihi. Iti Amara Kosha. Now you can show them the Dhihi. Dhyayanti anayeti. Dhyayanti, break it. Dhyayanti Yanadesha Sandhi. Anaya iti. Anaya iti. Dhyayanti Yanadesha Sandhi. Anaya iti, again Yanadesha Sandhi. Dhyayanti anayeti. Sorry, Guna Sandhi. Anaya iti. Dhyayanti, first Sandhi is Yan Sandhi, followed by Guna Sandhi. Dhyayanti anaya plus iti. Dhyayanti anayeti. With this, people think over, meditate over, ponder over. So it is called dhi. So using the dhi factor in our self, we think with dhi. So that is called dhi. Otherwise it is also buddhi. So how is buddhi explained? Buddhyate anaya iti. Again, why this anaya is coming here? Tell me. No, what is that vibhakti? Dhi shabda is ikaranta strilinga shabda. Buddhi shabda is ikaranta strilinga shabda. So anaya is strilinga. Buddhi is strilinga. Manas is napumsakalinga. Hridaya may be ubhayalinga, but mostly we use in napumsakalinga. Manas is napumsaka. Buddhi is strilinga. So buddhyate anaya iti. Anaya buddhya buddhyate. With this buddhi, intellect, it is known. You use your intellect to know things. Like we read one poem, na? Subhashita, did we come across? Acharyat, you must have come in another class. Acharyat padamadatte padam shishya swamedhaya. Swamedha, medas is used. Shishyaha swamedhaya swabuddhya padam jnanam avagacchati adhigacchati lavate. Acharyat padam jnanam lavate. Padam shishyaha swamedhaya swabuddhya swadhiya swabuddhya swamedhaya lavate. Padam sabrahmacharibhyaha. And another quarter of knowledge he gets from his classmates, fellow classmates. Padam kala kramenacha. And the 1/4 quarter, as long as we live, so long we learn. So that is, so buddhi is stealing. Manisha, Srinivas, next. Manisha. Manute, mana avabodhne, to understand. So Manisha is also the same thing. You understand with this faculty called Manisha. Then over. There is one more interpretation to that. Manisha, Manasaha Ishavat. It is explained. Manasaha, minds, Ishavat. It is like Isha. What is Isha? The shaft of plough. The plough shaft. That is called Isha. Manasaha Ishavat. Langala Dandavat. So it is something, Manisha is something attached to the mind like the shaft. Manisha. So that is another interpretation. We go to Darshanas, Srinivas. Read it.
Yeah.
Drushnuvanti.
Drushnuvanti pragalbhante anaya.
Pragalbhante anaya. With this, they become bold. Drush pragalbhe. Fifth conjugation, to be bold, to be confident. Lat, in lat lakara, dhrunoti, drushnutaha, drushnuvanti. So that is the drushnoti. There is a printing mistake. Srinivas. Drushnoti, drushnutaha, drushnuvanti. So that is the lat lakara is given there. Papam. This has already come, I think. Pati rakshati asma. Somewhere we got this in the beginning. Pati rakshati asmat atmanamiti. The individual protects himself from this. From this means what? Asmat papat iti. From this act. Asmat karmanaha. Papa karmanaha. The individual protects himself from this sinful act. It is something like, withdrawing from wrongdoing is tapasya, is tapaha, akarya nivartanam, we said, something like that. Papam is, what does he do? Pati, protects. Pati nama rakshati, asmat karanat, asmat papa karanat, atmanam rakshati. He protects himself. So, therefore, it is called papam. So, papam is a factor. What do you understand now? Papam is something from which we all should protect ourselves. That means we all should withdraw ourselves. Never stoop to do papa. You withdraw from papa doing. But it is very tempting to do papa. Definition, the etymological meaning is given like this. Vyutpatti is like this. But otherwise, in practicality, it is very tempting to do papa. Papa is more powerful than punya. Because the result is immediate here, and that is not immediate, punya. Somebody said, one commerce man, papa punya, I think I have told you earlier also, but good things can be repeated. Papam is like a debit card. Punya is like a credit card. So you first deposit your money in the account and then you use your debit card. Already there is a merit in your store. You use your punya, that is debit card. You borrow, go on borrowing and pay later. Go on doing all nonsensical things, papas, and pay later, that is credit card. Somehow I like this interpretation. Whoever did it, but he must have studied some Sanskrit. Kilbisham, Srinivas, next.
Kilyate shithili kriyate anena
Loka iti. World is shattered by this. Kilyate shithili kriyate. Papa is something by which is shattering the world. So rampant, that shows how rampant, how prevalent is papa compared to punya. Then is one more. That kila dhatu is there, kila kridayam shaitilyarthi. Kilyate nama shithili kriyate. Shithila means to loosen, to shatter, to loosen. So, kilyate shithili kriyate anena lokaha iti. The world is shattered by this. Papa karma. So, papa karma is more in prevalence than punya karma. We are discussing that. Now, next, kala kila kriyada. So, kala and kila both are dhatus here given. Kridayam shaitilye. Kala kridayam kila shaitilye. Kilayati, kshepayati, narakeva. Another interpretation is, it throws you into naraka. Kala kila kshepe. Kshepe means to throw. Kshepanam. Kshipani, like Kshipani Shabda. And one more word is there which is, I should have underlined, kalmasham.
Kalyate ganayate chitraguptadivihi.
So it is explained. Kalyate. Kalyate nama kala to count. Ganyate. Chitraguptadivihi. Now Chitragupta, who is the Chitragupta? The record keeper of Yamadharma Raja. So Kalyate nama Ganyate. Your merits and demerits are counted by him. Your papa is counted by Chitragupta. So therefore it is called Kalmasham. Kalyate, Ganyate, Chitragupta Adivi. This is another interpretation given for this. Kalmasham. Kalmasham means papam. Kilvisham. Srinivas. Next. Chetaha. First, Chittam tu Cheto Hridayam. That is it. This is Sakaranta Napumsaka. Chetayati Chittam Chetascha. All mean same. Chetayati Chittam Chetascha. Chiti, Chitta to Sangnane, to notice, to understand. So you understand with the help of your Chittam. So that is the word used in Yoga Shastra also. Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. That is the opening sutra. Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodhaha. Chitta has so many activities and vrittis, so many vrittis, and those vrittis must be checked, and there comes the role of yoga. So that is chitta, to notice, to understand. But here chetaha is that, chetas. Chittam, down giver in it. Anena. Chetayate anena, perceives by this. You know, Chitta ekagrata visaya. Chittasya ekagrata means concentration of mind. Unless you are concentrating, you cannot do anything. So I sometimes tell students, you follow these 4 steps. Shravanam, Smaranam, Mananam, then Kathanam. Your Kathanam includes not only speaking but writing also. First listen. Then Smaranam, remember what is heard by you. Yatkinchit acharyena upadhyayena upanyasakaihi tatra uktam bhavati tat shrotavyam prathamam anantaram smartavyam. That should be remembered. Whatever the teacher says, first listen with all attention, and then listen, remember, and then Smaranam, Shravanam, Smaranam, Mananam. You brood over it, you think over it, ponder over it, you coolly think over. After recalling it, you think over that. To understand any subject, this is the procedure. First you must listen. This is one of the skills of listening. We are talking of skills nowadays. So what is listening is also a skill. How to listen, you should have that skill of listening. Now we find the students in colleges and universities not sitting properly basically. When a student sits irregularly, his attention is diverted. His energy levels are cut off. So he dozes off. He will not be interestingly listening to what is said in the class. So Shravana, listening is a skill. Shravana, Smarana, Manana, and then Kathana. Then you write, speak. Don't speak without first listening and knowing and understanding the things. So that is Srinivas. So what is here? We said Chetayate anena, perceives this. Chitta sanchetane perceives. Dishaha, we are going to next. Dik. Dishastu kakubhaha kasthaha. Srinivas. Dishaha, shakaranta shabda. This is Strilinga. Prachiyam dakshineyamiti atidishyanta iti. Prachi-iyam, this is east. Dakshina-iyam, this is the south. Dakshina-iyamiti. Dakshineyamiti with sandhi, guna sandhi. Here what sandhi? Prachi-iyam, savarna. Prachi plus iyam. Dakshina-iyamiti atidishyanta iti. Where it is specified, assigned, this is east, this is south. So therefore they are called dishaha. Atidish to assign, that is the dhatu. Then this is dik shabda, Srinivas, also another synonym, kakubhaha, kakubhaha. Kena suryena skubhnanti dyotanta iti kakubaha. Kena, come here, ka means surya. Suryena with the sun, skubhnanti means shine. These directions, what we are talking about here, the diks, the several directions, east, west, north, south, Srinivas, they shine with the sun, isn't it? The rise of the sun. Suryena nama, suryodayena, suryodayena, tatra dyotanta, prakashante iti. Dyotanta prakashante. Suryena skubnanti dyotanta. Dyu shabda is there. Dyotate, dyotete, dyotante. Prakashante iti kakubaha. That is how this interpretation is. Shine due to the sun. Because of this. Or, read this. Next interpretation. Kam
matam
skubnanti
vistarayanti iti skubhi dyuto
Tarecha, spread. So, come is taken in the above interpretation as Surya. Kam kena suryena, it is then. Kena suryena skubnanti dyotanta iti, dyotante iti, that is sandhi is there. Dyotante iti kakubaha. It is called kakubaha because the directions shine due to the sun light. That is one interpretation. Here, kam nama vatam, air. Skubnanti, skubnanti nama vistarayanti iti. So, the directions are which spread the air in. So, that is another interpretation. So, spread the air, the direction. So, they are called kakubhaha, kasta shabda.
Kashante iti.
Kashru deeptau, to shine. They are, they shine, the directions shine. Prakashante. Kashante nama prakashante iti kasta. So that is how. Now there is a poem which I. One. Kirti Yashaha. This is given on page 126. Therefore, we are not doing. We have already shown these interpretations. Vitpatis. On page 126, these have been shown. Now, the relevant poem which I quoted last class, you can read that.
Sadhunam darshanam punyam.
Tirtha, the Rasva has come here. Tirtha. Not Tirtha. You can say, Tirtha.
Tirtha bhutahi sadhavaha. Kalena phalati.
Tirtham.
Sadhyaha sadhu samagamaha.
This already. You can see the corrective form here in the bracket. Tirtha bhutaha. Means Pavitri bhutaha. Pavitri bhutaha. So sadhunam darshanam punyam. It is very punya to have the sight, have the darshana of these virtuous people because they are purified people. Sadhus are purified people. Kalena palati tirtham, that I have explained already. So if you go to Tirtha Punya Kshetra, Punya comes late, but if you go to a sadhu, it is immediate. That is what this sloka says. Author we don't know. No Abhyasa Srinivas. Lat Lakara Vishaya, okay. Slokasya Padachedam Likata.
Kirti is already given.
Yeah, Kirti is given. 126 page, while explaining, we have given that.
Avadiyam Lat Lakara Vishaya Abhyasah.
Slokasya Padachedam Karut. Jadyam Diyaha Dhiyaha Harati Sinjati Vachi Satyam Mana. No, not Mana. Mana. You are always reading it as Mana.
Mana unnatim dishati papam
Apakaroti Chetaha Prasadayati Dikshu
Sat Sangadihi
Kathaya
Kimna Karoti
Pumsam Sarvam Karoti Pumsamiti Tatra Samadhanam Bhavati. Kimna Karoti Pumsam? Sarvam Karoti Pumsam. Satsangati Purushanam Vishaye Sarvam Karoti iti Padachedah Slokasya Anvayam Idanim.
Satsangati Pumsam Dhiyaha Jadyam Harati वाचि सत्यं सिञ्चति मानोन्नतिं दिशति पापम् अपाकरोति चेतः प्रसादयति दिक्षु कीर्तिं तनोति तस्मात् कथय सत्सङ्गतिः पुंसां किं न करोति
इति अन्वयार्थः समाप्त। तृतीयांशे यथा निर्देशं शब्दरूपाणि लिखत।
लट् प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं
हरति धियः हरति सिंचति
दिशति
दिशति अपाकरोति पापम् अपाकरोति प्रसादयति तनोति अन्ते करोति
किं न करोति
करोति इति किं न करोति। सो दीस् आर् द वर्ब्स् हरति सिंचति दिशति प्रसादयति अपाकरोति प्रसादयति तनोति करोति। सो सप्त तत्र क्रियापदानि सन्ति लट्लकारे। इदानीं नपुंसक द्वितीया एकवचनं पदानि नपुंसक जाड्यं सत्यं यस् नो उन्नति स्त्रीलिंग शब्द पापं चेतस् इज देन चेतः नपुंसकलिंग अकारांत he says no नपुंसक only so चेतः yeah चेतः is द्वितीया also चेतः द्वितीया प्रथमा same चेतः चेतः any more no more so read out जाड्यं सत्यं
पापं
चेतः. Now this third one is defectively printed again. What he wants I don't know. Dvitiya ekavachanam. What is Dvitiya ekavachanam? Which linga? Maybe he is thinking about Strilinga. Strilinga it could be. Look for Strilinga Dvitiya ekavachanam anyway. Unnatim 1. Kirtim 2. No, not Kim. That's all. Only 2. Manonnatim kirtim. That could be, that's all. Strilinga Dvitiya ekavachana. Manonnatim kirtim Srinivas. Forget about it. Fourth one. Slokadharena riktasthanani purayat. Now that you can do. Satsangatihi dash jadyam harati. Kasya jadyam? Na. आदौ श्लोकस्य धियः हरति सत्संगतिः धियः जाड्यं हरति it removes the lethargy of the intellect धियः जाड्यं हरति second one तेषां दिशति तेषां मानोन्नतिं दिशति मानोन्नतिं सो रिक्तस्थाने मानोन्नतिम् इति लिखन्तु तृतीयं किं न करोति सत्संगतिः किं न करोति सत्संगतिः किं न करोति अथवा यू सेड पुंसां किं न करोति सब्जेक्ट इज सत्संगति यू कैन टेक दिस टू वर्ड्स सत्संगतिः पुरुषां I'm sorry, Purushanam. Pumsam kim na karoti. Satsangatihi pumsam kim na karoti. Fourth, pumsam dash prasadayati. Chetah prasadayati. That's it. Pumsam chetah prasadayati. Sarvatra tatra vishayah subject is satsangatihi. Panchama dash dikshu tanoti. Kim tanoti? Kirtim tanoti. So rapidly धियः मानोन्नतिं सत्संगतिः पुंसां चेतः कीर्तिम् इति रिक्तस्थानपूरणं सञ्जातम्। इदानीं पञ्चमांशः कोष्ठकस्थेभ्यः उचितं शब्दं चित्वा रिक्तस्थाने योजनम् सत्संगतिः डैश हरति Pumsam dash tanoti. Again same. This is based partly on the above. And the last one is dash jadyam harati. Dhiyaha jadyam. Samichinam asamichinam. Satsangatihi vachi krutyam sinchati. Asatyam. Asatyam athava asamichinam. Krutyam means any action, duty, etc. Pumsam chetaha tanoti. Asamichinam. Pumsam manonnatim dishati. Samichinam. Pumsam manonnatim. Satsangatihi pumsam karoti. Samichinam. So first two asamichinam, the rest samichinam. Samichine. आद्य द्वे वाक्ये असमीचीने अंत्य द्वे वाक्ये समीचीने सप्तमः अंशः विग्रहवाक्यानि श्रीनिवास मानोन्नतिं मानस्य उन्नतिं उन्नतिः तां मानोन्नतिं सत्संगतिः सतां संगतिः सत्संगतिः तत्पुरुष तत्पुरुष कृदंत रूपाणि त्रीणि. I think such krudantas are given already. Unnati. One is Unnati, another is Kirtihi, Krutuktin, Samgam. Yes, Sangati. Unnatihi, Kirtihi, Sangati. Yete Trayaha api Shabdaha Strilinga Shabdaha. Ikaranta Strilinga Shabdaha. Unnatihi, Kirtihi, Sangatihi. Katam va prachalante? How do they move? Matihi, mati, matayah, mati shabdavat. Matihi, mati, matayah, matim, mati, matihi. Like that, sangatihi, sangati, sangatayah. Kirtihi, kirti, kirtayah. Unnatihi, unnati, unnatayah. So next, saptamamshaha, riktasthana puranam. Jadasya bhavaha jadyam. That is. Similarly, shatyam, shatasya bhavaha shatyam, kavyam, kavasya bhava, kavehe bhava. We are prone to make a mistake by the previous. Shatasya, kavasya, kavehe bhavaha, kavyam. Similarly, saukyam, sukhasya bhavaha, saukyam. All abstract nouns made. Sandhi vichedam krutva, sandhena, okay. Manonnatim. Your favorite word is coming so many times. Mana plus unnatihi. What sandhi? Ka sandhi. Guna sandhi. Gangodakam.
Ganga plus
Udakam. Sandhi? Guna sandhi. Nadopasana. Nada
plus upasana.
Ka sandhi? Guna sandhi. Sarvatra guna sandhireva. Okay. Satsangatihi pumsam kim kim karoti. Now you can give a list of all these things that anybody can do. Satsangatihi, you do it today. Not like that. Satsangatihi dhiyaha jadyam harati. Dhiyaha buddhehe jadyam harati. Vachi satyam sinchati. Dishati. Pam apakaroti, prasadayati, kirtim, satsangati, sarvam karoti. At the end you say that is very simple. Okay, this is done. Idanim chaturvimshah slokah Srinivas patantu. अनुष्टुप जयंती
जयंती ते सुकृतिनो रससिद्धाः कवीश्वराः नास्ति येषां यशः काये जरामरणजं भयम्.
जयंती ते सुकृतिनः रससिद्धाः कवि ईश्वराः कवीश्वराः न अस्ति येषां यशः काये. येषां यशः काये न अस्ति. किं नास्ति? जरा मरण जम. जरया जरा मरणाभ्याम जातम. जम नाम जातम, उत्पन्नम, जरा मरणजम भयम, भयम नास्ति, कुत्र नास्ति, येषां यशः काये, नास्ति येषां यशः काये, येषां कवीश्वराणां यशः काये जरा मरणाभ्याम उत्पन्नं भयम न भवति। जरा भयम उत्पादयति, मरणं, मरण श्रवणेन, मरण शब्दस्य श्रवणमात्रेणैव तत्र भयम उत्पद्यते। जरा उत्पादयत्येव जरया तत्र, परन्तु तत्र एतादृशानां कवीश्वराणां विषये तादृशं जरा मरणजम् उत्पन्नं भयं नैव भवति। कीदृशाः एते कवीश्वराः तत्र वर्णित। पदपरिचयं विल डू श्रीनिवास। जयन्ति, जी, जयति, जयतः, जयन्ति, दैट इज वेरी फंडामेंटल। ते तद सर्वनाम शब्द। नो, व्हाट आर द टू फॉर्म्स, टेल मी। तद प्रथमा कंप्लीट। हाँ, सह ते तौ, नो नो, सह तौ ते, सह तौ ते पुल्लिंगे, पुल्लिंगे श्रीनिवास। सह तौ ते स्त्रीलिंगे, सा ते ताः नपुंसके, तत् ते तानि। Don't club one with the other. Pullinga always saha tau te. Strilinga sa te taha. Napumsaka tat te tani. All pronouns follow the same way. Kaha kau ke, ka ke kaha, kim ke kani. Yad also. Yad yaha yau ye, yam yau, yam ye yaha, yat ye yani. Esha, and anything you can take that. Okay. Sukritinah, Sukritin Shabda. Sukruti, Sukrutinau, Sukrutinah, Innanta. Sukruti, Sukrutinau, Sukrutinah. Dandi, Dandinau, Dandinah. Guni, Guninau, Gunin Shabdavat, Gunin. Rasasiddhaha. Karanta Pullinga. न अव्ययम अस्ति अस भुवि अर्थ अस भुवि लट कंप्लीट दिस अस्ति अस्ति स्तः संधि फुल डेरिवेशन सेकंड पर्सन दिस इज प्रथम पुरुष मध्यम पुरुष एंड उत्तम पुरुष असि स्थः स्थ गुड उत्तम पुरुष एकवचनम अस्मि Swaha, Smaha. This you should learn, important word. But mostly we come across a third person only. Prathama Purusha should be prioritized. On priority you should learn that. Then others. Astistaha santi, asisthaha stha, asmi swaha, smaha iti. Anantaram, yesham, yad. Sarvanama shabda. What about this complete? No, no, Shashti, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam.
Okay.
You know it? No, Yaha is beginning. Yaha yau ye, yam yau yan, yena yabhyam yeihi, yasmai yabhyam yebhyaha, yasmat yabhyam yebhyaha, yasya yayoho esham. Ante सप्तमी यस्मिन् यस्मिन् ययोः एषु एषु अत्र यस्य ययोः एषां यशक्काये अकारान्त जरामरणजम् विशेषणपदं समस्त भयम् अकारान्त भयम् means fear. There is one interpretation by one American motivationalist, motivator, Srinivas, fear, bhayam. So our Upanishad said, abhihi, Vivekananda always says, quotes, abhihi, abhihi, be without fear, fearless, abhihi, bhiti rahitaha bhava iti artha, abhihi. So that motivator gives a beautiful definition of fear. Now, there is a way of interpreting nowadays they are doing. Fear, how many letters? 4. F-E-A-R. Fear is explained. Just slipping, memory is fluid. False, F for false, E for entity. What is next? Appearing real. When I read it, I thought this fellow must have read our Vedanta. False entity appearing real. It is close to our Maya, Yama Sa Maya. Fear. False entity appearing real. I don't know who said it, but some American, I read it somewhere, motivationalist or motivator said that. False entity appearing real. So why do you fear? You fear from the unknown, isn't it? We all fear when there is no knowledge about that thing. When you know things, you don't fear, The same way, when you know what is death, you will have no fear at all. Only those people fear who do not know what death is like. Those who have gone through some of the Gita, they think it's already changed. Vasamsi jenani yatha vihaya. They think, okay, this is maybe like this.
Vedanta definition is dvitiyo vai bhayam.
Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. What is that? What you said? Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. If there is a second person, then you have to fear. When there is no second person, why do you fear? Vedanta says, you are the only one. There is only one person. Ekam sad vipra bahudha vadanti. Only one. If there is a second one, then there is a competition. You should fear. When you are the only one, why do you fear? Says the Vedanta. That is also wonderful. Dvitiyat vai bhayam bhavati. Dvitiyat vai bhayam bhavati. So when you think there is someone, your competitor, so always, this is also a very good motivational word. When we think that there is no one, I am the only one, you forge, you go ahead. When you think, these fellows are there in the competition, then you plug down. So that way it gives you motivation. So bhayam factor is over. Akanksha Srinivas. Patat.
Nasti, kim nasti.
Kim nasti, that is my sentence. What is not there?
Bhayam nasti.
There is no fear. Now we have said how bhayam should be expelled. Kidrusham bhayam nasti. What type of fear is not there?
Jara varanayam bhayam nasti.
Fear born out of jara, old age, and marana, death. Maranam prakrutihi sharirinam vikrutihi jivitam uchyate. No one can say more better than Kalidasa Mahakal. Maranam prakrutihi sharirinam. To all the embodied people, we embodied sharirinam, maranam prakrutihi. Natural. Death is natural. What is unnatural? Vikrutihi jivitam uchyate. Kalidasa says life itself is vikruti. Your living is unnatural, death is natural. Now you have to think over to understand. In one stroke, Kalidasa has given the whole of Vedanta. He is giving a shock treatment to that Indumati. Indumati dies in the story. He sends a letter to Aja Maharaja. Aja Maharaja, why are you crying for the death of your beloved wife? Maranam prakrutihi sharirinam. Vikruti jivitam uchyati. Life is called unnatural. Living is unnatural. Death is natural. Who can say like that? So, here, jara maranam. Jara maranabhyam jatam utpannam bhayam nasti. Kasmin jara maranam bhayam nasti, in whom this fear of coming from the old age and death is not there.
Yashah kaye jaramarnajam bhayam nasti.
Yashakaye, in the body of fame, there is no fear of, no, there are two types of bodies we speak of. If you go to Vedanta, more bodies are there. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, Linga Sharira. Sthula, both are same, Linga and Sthula. Sukshma Sharira, Sukshma. So, in general, Sthula and Sukshma. Like sometimes Acharyas tell us, you put on a shirt, inside you put another garment. So like that, the soul also has a physical body and then a subtle body. Subtle body it has. So here we have two bodies also. Here the poet says, one body is physical body, another is Yashaha Kaya. Yashasaha Kayaha, the body of the fame. Kirti Shariram. Kirti Sharirasya Mrutyuhu Naiva Bhavati. That is why we in India say somebody is dead, Kirti Seshaha. Seshulu Telugu Bhashayam, but if you put in Sanskrit, Kirti Seshaha. That means people live in their Kirti forever. But physical body drops down. We live forever in our body of fame. So there is no jara, there is no marana. Kirti Sharira Vishaye, Sharire Tatra Jara Nasti, Maranam Nasti. Then, next, Yesham Yashakaye Jara Maranajam Bhayam Bhavati Nasti, in whose body of fame there is no fear of old age and death.
Ye Kavishwaraha Tesham Yashakaye Jara Maranajam Bhayam Nasti.
Ye Kavishwaraha, Yaha Yau Ye. Yad Shabda, Yaha Yau Ye Kavishwaraha Santi. Tesham yashah kaye jara maranajam bhayam na bhavati. Sarvesham vishaye na atra kevalam kavishwaranam vishaye eva. Ye mahantaha kavayah bhavanti kavishwaraah santi. Tesham yashah kaye. Kalidasa adyapi smaryate. Vyasah smaryate. Valmikihi smaryate. Bhasah smaryate. Shudrakah smaryate. यावन्तः महान्तः कवयः पूर्वकाले आसन् ते सर्वेपि इदानीं तनकाले अपि स्मर्यन्ते छात्रैः विद्वद्भिः सर्वत्र विद्यालयेषु विश्वविद्यालयेषु तेषां काव्यानि पठ्यन्ते स्मर्यन्ते तेषां नामानि स्मर्यन्ते. So are they not living? If Kalidasa lived some 2,000-3,000 years back, is he not living now? Like Shakespeare lived some hundreds of years ago, maybe 800 or 1000, we don't know, maybe 400-500 years ago. But Shakespeare is world known, renowned person. 33 dramas he has written. So that is it. Jayanti, next step, Srinivas. Victorious or victorious, Jayanti. Ke Jayanti, who are the winners? Who are the victorious? Kaha kau ke. Ke is kim shabda. Kaha kau ke. Who are victorious? Jayanti. Kavishwaraha Jayanti. Na anye sarvepi sadharana pamaraha iti na nayakaha iti na asmakam nayakaha na jayanti. Kada va maranam gachanti iti janaha tatra chintayanti. About our politicians, when will they die? They will be just looking for their death. So Kavishwaraha Jayanti. The poets, Ishwaraha, the poets in chief, some translator has done, poets in chief, like engineering chief engineer. Kidrushaha Kavishwaraha Jayanti. What type of great poets or poets in chief are victorious? There is a Slesha Artha here, Rasa Siddhaha. When we go to the Padartha, we'll see. Rasa Siddhaha Kavishwaraha. Poets, the great poets, the top poets, poets in chief, who are Siddhaha, experts in rasas, raseshu. You know, in Sahitya Shastra we have rasas. Navarasas there, but originally according to Bharata there are only Astaveva Natye Rasaha Smutaha. That is what Bharata says. Only 8 are there. That list will just now see. Shringara Hasya Karuna Raudra Veera Bhayanakaha Adbhuta. To go on counting, then there are 8. But later, Shantopi Navamo Rasaha, Shanta Rasa is also included as now. Then further they went on to make it 10. It is not good, odd. Vatsalyas. Vatsalya also they included. But originally speaking, according to Bharata's Natya Shastra, 8 rasas are there, beginning with Shringaradi. What is the list? I will just give you. So, Punaha Kidrushaha Kavish, and one more Sleshartha, acha, meaning is there, we'll go to, then we'll take. Let us do the Akanksha. Punaha Kidrushaha Kavishwaraha Jayanti. Again, what type of great poets win or victorious?
Ye Sukrutinaha te Kavishwaraha.
Ye Sukrutinaha, ye Kavayaha Sukrutinaha Santi, Punyatmanaha Santi, blessed. Te Kavishwara. There are 2 adjective Visheshanas here for Kavishwara. What are they? Rasasiddhaha Sukrutinaha Kavishwara. Not simply Kavishwara, Rasasiddhaha Sukrutinaha. Sukrutam, Shobhanam Krutam, Eshamte. So those people who are meritorious, who are virtuous, those poets who are virtuous and also who are experts in the delineation, in the treatment of the Navarasas, as you said, or Ashtarasas, whatever is said. So, Anvayartham Patith.
Te Sukrutinaha Rasasiddhaha Kavishwaraha Jayanti Yesham Yashaha Kaye Janamaranajam Bhayam Nastu.
Te means those, Sukrutinaha. Sukrutinaha means the blessed. Rasasiddhaha, experts in rasa. It was or conversant with all the sentiments, what you say. Kavishwaraha, poets in chief, Jayanti, are victorious. Yesham Yashakaya, in whose body of fame, Jara Maranajam Bhayam Nasti, there is no fear born out of old age and death. Old age and disease comes, but here old age automatically, after old age, death only. Disease and death. So, we go here, Padartha Srinivas. Sukrutinaha. Punyatmanaha. Rasasiddhaha.
Shringaradi Rasavarnane Prasiddhaha.
So, here, Shrungara Hasya Karuna Raudra Veera Bhayanakaha Bhayanakaha Bhivatsa Adbhuta Bhivatsa Adbhuta Sangno Natye Chet Astau Natye Smutaha. Astau Rasaha Natye Astau Natye Rasaha Smutaha. That is what Bharata says. So 8. That is Shrungara Rasa, Hasya Rasa, Karuna. Shrungara Hasya. Shrungara means love. Hasya means laughter. Karuna is compassion, pity. Karuna, Raudra, very angry. Veera, heroism. Bhivatsa. Bhivatsa is very, how to say that? Bhayanaka. Bhayanaka is horror movies, films of horror. Then Veera, Bhayanaka, Bhivatsa, Adbhuta, wonder. Adbhuta Rasa. Oh, if you look at a skyscraper, anybody who goes to New York first time, sees the skyscraper, keep a cap on your head and your hat will fall off. So that is Adbhuta Rasa. Then Nirvedasthai Bhavo Asti Shantopi Navamo Rasaha. So there Shanta also is treated as Shanta Rasa. And critics tell us The whole of Mahabharata, the main rasa is Shanta rasa. Although there are other rasas, but predominantly there is Shanta rasa, they say. So that is the thing, Srinivas. And then, as I said, they went on to add one more rasa, Vatsalya rasa, to be the 10th rasa, but that is not that much acceptable. Next, Srinivas. Te Kavishwaraha. Te Mahakavayah. Kavisreshtaha. Panditottamaha. Kavikula Dhurinaha. Kavikula Dhurinaha. That is what? Panditottamaha. Jayanti.
Sarvotkarshena Jivanti.
Sarvotkarshena Jivanti. Jayanti. Yeah. Now some song I was remembering. Yesham Kavinam Yashakkaye
Kirti Purna Dehe.
Kirti Purna Dehe, Kirti Sharire. In other words, Yashakkaye means Kirti Sharire. Next. Sorry. Jaramaranajam
Vardhakya
Mrutyujanyam. Vardhakya Mrutyujanyam Utpannam. Born out of old age and death. Bhayam Bhitihi Na Asti Nasti Na Vidyate Na Vartati. Bhavartam Pata.
Punyatmanam Shrungaradi Rasavarna Nipunanam Mahakavinam Mahima Nunam Prashamsaniyaha.
Yeah. Punyatmanam of the merited, blessed, Shrungaradi Rasa Varnana Nipunanam, who are experts in Shrungaradi. Those Shrungara Adi means up to the Adbhuta Rasa, who are experts in showing the different rasas in the Kavya, Nataka, whatever they write. Mahakavinam Mahima, greatness, Nunam, surely, Prashamsaniya, is worth praising.
Yatohi Siddha Paradanam Yogi Pungavanam Tanuriva Eteshamapi Yashaha Kaye Na Kadapi Uruddhatva Marana Janitam Bhayam Na Dushyate.
No, rasa means, rasa is this Shrungaradi rasas. Rasa also means paradaha. Paradaha means mercury. Mercury. So there is a theory that by a correct method of taking, doing some medicine with the mercury or parada, one can prolong the life span. That is rasa siddha. There were some experts who used to use mercury in the said portion and then prolong the use as a medicine for that, for lengthening the lifespan. So rasa siddha means there are two meanings here. Raseshu Shrungaradi Raseshu Siddhaha Rasanama Atra Parada Prayoge api Siddhaha. So those who use this parada mercury as medicine know how to use it as medicine, they can live long. So in two, that sleshartha, that is double meaning is there, punning is there. So that is what he says here. Yato hi siddha paradanam yogi pungan. Who do this? Yogis. Some yogis are there who are experts in using this mercury. Tanuriva eteshamapi yashakkaye. So they live, they say yogis can live more than 100 years. There are so many yogis in India living for more than 100 years, 150. Some may live beyond that also, we don't know. If you read the autobiography of Yogi, Paramananda Yogi, you will find, you will also read the book of Living with the Himalayan Master, Swami Rama, the great Swami, Indian monk who was in America and he came back here, who was himself a doctor, who was also an engineer. Swami Rama, living with Himalayan masters, that book is there. So he writes his experiences there. What type of yogis India has, if you should go through that. So they know Siddha Paradanam, Yogi Pungavanam, the great of the yogis, Tanuriva, like the body of the great yogis who are experts in using this mercury, Etesham api yashakkaye, na kada api vruddhatva marana janitam bhayam. So we don't find either in the case of the blessed great poets or in the case of the expert yogis. There is no fear of old age and there is no fear of death. Yogena ante tanum tyajam, Kaliyasa says, the Suryavamsha kings all died not with roga but with yoga. Yogena ante tanum tyajam, they used to give up their tanu by taking recourse to yoga. One who is not a yogi will die with roga, but a yogi only can live at his will, leave his body at his will. Yogena ante tanum tyajam, that is what Kaliyasa says. Shubham Bhuyat.